with Brock Zacherl after the special wrestle-off for the junior world team. 2 matches against Joey McKenna. Your thoughts about how you wrestled and the challenge you had today?
You know, I thought obviously first match I didn't do so hot. You know, it took me a little bit to figure him out on our feet. He just got a really good stance. He's a left leg lead, and you know, sometimes that causes problems for me. And then the biggest thing was my parterre defense. That's just what let him run away with that first match, and it was the deciding factor of the second match.
Now, obviously, you've had a really good spring. Redshirt year, you've really done a lot of wrestling. Talk about how much better wrestler you are having gone through all the trials process and wrestling this summer.
Me and my coach were just talking about it. The leaps I've made this summer are, you know, it's crazy. Even it surprises myself even, and I set, you know, tremendous goals for myself. Every tournament I enter, I expect to win. And, you know, even looking back at how I was wrestling at the Edinburgh Open compared to what I'm doing now, I'm a totally different wrestler. And one of my biggest improvements is mentally. You know, that match right there, it was almost like I didn't even break a sweat yet. I had, you know, 10 more minutes of hard wrestling left in me. And back in December or March even, you know, I couldn't have even came close to that. And then, you know, now I have, like, I'm almost like a robot doing things technically right and fixing just inches, just tiny mistakes, and now it's just building on what I've got.
Yeah, you look like you were coming on in the second half of the second match. Did you feel better? Did you figure things out? What was going on?
Yeah, it was like I was talking about, things in my mind just started clicking. You know, when I'm wrestling on my feet, I want to be offensive, and you know, my biggest thing is getting people off balance and scoring points. And you know, in my head, it started clicking. You know, I'm not doing that, so I picked up my movement, and you know, that's almost whenever I get less tired is when I start moving a whole bunch, getting people off balance, just because I do it so often in the practice room that's where I'm real comfortable.
Yeah, your stamina has like gone through the roof. Like last year at Fargo, you were dominating, but then you sort of kind of hit a wall. And now it's kind of opposite that. Like you excel in the second half of these matches.
Yeah, that's, to me, like that's the biggest thing. It was almost like I was scared to get there, and you know, now it's something that doesn't even cross my mind. And the second that I do get tired, I kind of have a safe zone that I get to, and you know, it's almost like I get my breath back and I get another second wind, and it's for me moving a lot. And now it's just it's a real good feeling, and now I can go into matches ready to brawl rather than thinking, all right, you know,
you gotta get your foot early. Yeah.
So what did you learn about yourself at the trials? I mean, that was a hell of an achievement. I mean, getting through the field of guys that it took for you to win that event. What do you bring forward from that, and then also the, you know, even wrestling off here with McKenna?
You know, it just shows I'm on the right track. You know, like I said earlier, I expect to win every tournament I enter, and I set just the highest goals possible. And you know, that'll never change. So the goal is to win 4 NCAA titles, and you know, a lot of people might laugh at that, but with the success I've had this summer and the improvements I made, if I keep doing that, you know, I think it shows I'm right on track, and I'm competing with the best guys, and I'm right there with the best in the world. I mean, Joey's second, he took second last year, and he's got to be one of the favorites this year. So, you know, just I feel like I'm doing the right things, and I'm as confident as ever.
Is it good to put the Clarion team out there? I mean, obviously, you know, D1 wrestling is very competitive, and you guys have a great tradition at Clarion, but, you know, this summer you've been out there and kind of carrying the banner for your program.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is there's gonna be a big culture change, and you know, I'm ready to take that by storm. I want to bring Clarion back, and I think a lot of guys were coming in the summer and they watched me and realized, you know, this kid's doing the right things. Let's hop on board. Let's all get with it. And you know, that's what makes good programs. And you know, I know it's going to happen. I know Clarion's going to get back to what it once was, and you know, I'm real excited about it.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Brock.
Thank you.